Well, I'm here at HMV, but it feels more like home with Kian Egan. That's the name of your new album.
I see what you did there. Yes, that's the name of the new album, yeah, and the first single off the new album. So,
which is great. Now, was it because you felt like going home after being king of the jungle and just touring all your life?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I definitely think that, when I listened to the song, it struck a nerve in that sense. But it was more just because it was such a great song. And not just being a great song, the sound of the song. The way the chorus was with kind of the rocky guitars. The middle eight has got that kind of guitar riff in it. It's very kind of me. So with the sentiment of kind of like, being away from family a lot over my life, and coming back to family, that definitely had an impact on me lyrically. But then musically, it just had an impact. And you know what? It's just, a lot of the time, sometimes lyrics aren't everything. Melody, just the feel of the song, the epicness of the song. So it was all them kind of things combined that really kind of stood out for me with that song, Since Westlife ended, I did very, very, very little after Westlife. I mean, I pretty much just sat at home, hung out with Jodie and my little boy, and did a lot of surfing and a lot of chilling out, just relaxing, just enjoying life. Little bit worried here and there. What am I going to do next? What's going to happen? But at the same time, I was very settled. I was very much like, well, you know what? It's cool. If that's what's meant for me, that's what's meant for me. I had 14 years at the top with Westlife. I had an amazing career. I have an amazing family. Really, I have nothing to complain about.
And did you speak to the other guys from Westlife about your own album?
Mainly Mark. He texted me saying congratulations when he found out that I was doing it. And then I was like, any song suggestions? And he was like, yeah, well, just stick to what you know and make sure you pick songs that are going to work for you and, remember what style of singer things like that. So he was very, very supportive on it. But I mean, and then since the album has come out and all that type of stuff, I'm getting loads of text messages and tweets from the boys with congratulations and doing things like what I'm doing today or what I'm doing anywhere else and, in this promo trail, as we call it. It's very lonely. It's very different. You're sitting in the back of the car. I mean, I've got my tour manager with me, which is great, but, you're sitting in the back of a car, up and down motorways on your own, minimal conversation with your tour manager. Well, great conversation with my guy, but, just, it can be quite like, you go to your room at night, there's no one to go for a drink in the bar with, there's no one to go for a bite to eat with. It's just quiet. Yes. And it's weird. It's the best way to
And what about, would Jodie come with you, or is she...
Well, Jodie's actually here in Glasgow with me now. And the reason for that was because I hadn't seen my little boy in probably about 5 days properly.
Because how old is he now?
He's 2 and 3 months. Oh. So I hadn't seen him properly in 5 days. And we just decided, you know what? It's an easy enough trip for them to come on, going through the airport, airplanes, getting on the trains. Wow, a train, Daddy. Oh, the bus. Wow, So it's we've been saying to him we're going on an adventure, and he calls it a denture.
Oh,
a denture.
Nice.
We're going on a denture, Daddy.
That's cute.
Daddy, you taking Koa and Mummy on a denture? Let's go. Every year when we played the SECC, which I'm devastated that we didn't get to play the new venue. The new venue looks amazing. But the SECC was just always incredible. The audience they were definitely the loudest audience that we've ever played to in our lives. And we used to always come out in kilts and they used to go nuts for that. But I remember one year playing Edinburgh Castle actually, and that was probably one of the most incredible gigs. Just because the setting of it was
That's
just
right. I remember watching you there. It was amazing.
And we had fireworks going off at the end and things like that, and it was beautiful. It was summertime, the sunset. I just remember, kind of coming down through the castle, going, where are we going? Where are we actually doing this gig? And then you come out into the square, and you're like, wow, this is such an amazing setting.
Listen, it's great to catch up with you.
Likewise.
We were talking about how hypnotic your eyes are. What is the secret? Just tell everybody out there, because it is. They are hypnotic. They're really, really blue.
I don't know. They're just my eyes.
I was looking for the answer about how they're mixed with white.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Okay, yeah, no, there is a little bit of white in my eyes, which kind of makes it a bit trippy. Can you see them?
Ooh, but you're not going to be a hypnotist.
I'm not going to be a hypnotist. Next life.
Next life.
Next life.
Thanks, Kian.
Not Westlife, next life.
I like it.
So Nicola Young, you've been here, you're from Glasgow.
Yeah.
And you've been here since what time?
8:30 this morning.
My goodness, so a massive Kian Egan fan.
Yeah.
You got this sweatshirt. Did you get this made?
No, I got it online.
Right, brilliant, very nice. So what did he say to you?
He just said thank you, darling, and he said that to me before at the Westlife signing.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was smelling.
What is it about him you like?
His eyes and his voice. It's got the most perfect blue eyes.
Just met Kian Egan.
My God.
Is this Really? Is that why? Now, why the My God?
Oh my god. Where do I even start seeing this? I actually don't even.
What is it you like about him?
What is there not to like him?
How long have you been into him?
Oh my god, since as long as I can remember.
Really? And what did he say to you?
It said, like, how's life treating you or something?
Could you actually talk properly?
No, I said, like, oh my god, like 10 times.
And what do you think about this album?
Oh my god, it's so good. It's good to hear his voice, like, on his own.
You, Tara? 7 years old. And so, have you always been into Kian Egan? What is it you like about him? I like your dress. Did he like your dress? Did he tell you? Who made the dress?
Of Nana.
Really?
Yeah.
Brilliant dress.
That same dress has fitted her since she was 3. It was at her first Westlife concert when she was 3. And when she was born, she was quite ill. And the only song that put her to sleep was Seasons in the Sun.